We have with us Dr. Farooq Abdullah, who voted at the Burnhall School polling station, and in fact today a new thing has happened where a foreign delegation is in Srinagar. Umar Abdullah said that foreign delegation, so why not foreign press? So we have with us Dr. Farooq Abdullah. So first, you casted your vote. How different was this day for you? I mean, you have been at the polling station in the Burnhall School so many times in the past. So what was the feeling today as you voted? Because these are new elections. This is basically a completely new system for the UT.
Well, I think it was a good thing that these elections are taking place after so many years. People will be able to express themselves. We don't need to have those people who used to throw stones and all the other ways of disrupting elections. At least, thank God, today people are able to come out, express themselves, and inshallah on the 8th people will know where the wind was blowing.
Sir, today a new thing has happened. Foreign delegation is here out of the blue. I mean, there was a few days back there was no talk of this, but it seems it was in the pipeline of the MEA. They are here, their representatives from the USA, European Union, others, and they're visiting polling stations. How do you see this? I mean, out of the blue, this something that's happening, and obviously Umar Abdullah has also said that this internationalizes a thing. If it's an internal matter, why do you need a foreign delegation?
I think they're not sure of themselves, the government of India. They want to show to the world that the elections have taken place and the foreign delegations will do the same. They've come before also, ambassadors came before also. They never met anybody except the people they wanted them to meet. So I don't know what sort of mind they have. Either we are part of India or we're not part of India. So what is the need of, if they had to bring these people, why not the foreign press that had applied to come here and see the elections? Somewhere there is a strange thing in the MEA and Government of India.
Right. Sir, talking of the issues as far as this election is concerned, we've seen BJP obviously focusing on Jammu. They're restricted to Jammu. They did not field candidates in the Lok Sabha. So, how do you see the attack on the National Conference? It's basically, it seems BJP has realized that it's only the National Conference they need to attack because they see them as the single largest party in Kashmir. So do you think the entry of Engineer and the kind of rhetoric as far as campaigning is concerned, where they're targeting National Conference, saying that the families have destroyed Kashmir, three families, how do you see that narrative and that campaign?
First of all, I'd like to clear for the rest of the country that Rashid is not an engineer. And that I don't know how he has got the title of engineer. He was a mate at a lower level. I don't think he has studied engineering at all. Secondly, I'd like to tell you, to the Government of India, why was he 5 years in jail? What was the cause for him being in the jail? That they should tell the people of India. He was in jail because he used to get money from Pakistan. He used to talk of plebiscite. He used to talk of union with Pakistan. Now, how strange it is today that overnight he has become God Almighty for them. That they're using him as best as they can with all the money they can give him, all the government support they can give him. He will not win. I can assure you. People realize today that they are their chosen people who want to divide people here. Secondly, they talk of families. To Government of India and to the Prime Minister in particular, I'd like to inform him that he was sitting in the Rajya Sabha when the leader of opposition, Ghulam Nabi Azad of Congress, compared two states, J&K and Gujarat. And he showed, pointing figures, how high Jammu and Kashmir was in every field, health, education, everything. And Gujarat was far low. How did that happen? There was 370, there was 35A. Then thirdly, they talk of terrorism, that 370 is responsible for terrorism. Today there is no 370 since 5 years. How is the terrorism that is today in Jammu? And maybe it may come to Kashmir. And they don't mention about it. Had we been in power, they have been drumming all over the world that we are responsible for that. Why today, when we put fingers on them, that they are responsible for terrorism. They were the ones who released those people who were in our jail. We had caught them with great difficulty. Maulana Azhar, Latram and others. They released them. And I fought against it. I said, remember, they will be running terrorism from our neighbors' soil. They didn't listen. And today, we are facing this head on. Head on. And God knows how many years we'll continue to face this.
Exactly, sir. My question is on that. BJP says that they won't open channels of dialogue. The Srinagar Muzaffarabad road will not open, and in fact they'll take back POK. Although they haven't said that particular the point this time around, but considering that it has changed manifestations, it's happening in Jammu now. The people of Jammu are now under the gun. Attacks happening, and though Kashmir is silent, how do you see that? Do you think that the BJP government has been successful in controlling terrorism?
I want to ask you one thing. Prime Minister was in America. Quad meeting was taking place. India, America, Australia, Japan. A meeting of these four against China. The growing power of China. Now tell me, what is forcing India to talk to China, who has taken 2,000 kilometers of our soil, killed our soldiers and our officers, and we continue to talk to them? 20 meetings we have held. They have not changed. They are moving forward. They can talk to them. And here, our neighbor, they don't want to talk. Was Vajpayee wrong when he said that दोस्त बदलाए जा सकते हैं, पड़ोसी बदलाए नहीं जा सकते? Friends can be changed, neighbors cannot be changed. We can either live in peace with the neighbor and progress, or live in disharmony and our progress will be slow. That was their leader, top leader of the India. Was he wrong? He went to Lahore. Was it wrong? He tried to tell them that we recognize Pakistan as a nation. Was he wrong? What are you talking about? They're not going to remain in power all the time. Their power is gone. They're now standing on Baisakhi, the crutches. The two states, if they don't help them, they'll fall tomorrow. So what are they talking about? 300 par, 400 par. Kahan gaya wo? People have realized that the policy of hate will not protect India. That policy of hate has to die. Muslims, Hindus, Sikhs, Isais, everyone of this country are people of this country and want to live in harmony and want to live in peace, progress.
Right. And lastly, sir, coming to these elections and what will happen on 8th of October, are your doors still open for all the like-minded parties like the PDP? Because it seems that everyone is seeing BJP as its political competitor, and everyone wants to keep BJP away. So are those doors still open? Will all that really basically depend on the mandate or the results on 8th?
I think on the 8th, when the results come in, both us, Congress and we, will sit down. If there is a fractured mandate, we'll see about it. We don't know, because we don't have such a, Aladdin's lamp that we can rub and the genie will tell us what is going to happen. It'll be finally that day that we'll see how to keep BJP out. We want a united India, peaceful India, friendly India.
So no question of going with the BJP?
Not at all. I think those people who want to go to BJP will make the greatest mistake of destroying India.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. So that was Dr. Farooq Abdullah making it clear that there is no question of going with the BJP. Once the results are out, all like-minded people are welcome. Congress and NC will sit together. Obviously, if that's a fractured mandate, which it seems could be the case considering all the trends that are coming in right now from various parts of Jammu and Kashmir. But a national conference cornering or trying to target the BJP for getting in a foreign delegation in the second phase to the Kashmir Valley, saying that isn't this internationalizing the issue? When BJP says that's an internal part, it's an integral part of the country, then why bring in foreign delegates? And on the other hand, bar foreign press from coming into Kashmir. Cameraman Tariq Lonmir for Srinagar for India Today.